This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and guess who this is?
Oh, who am I?
Emily Franco!
And I am with John Cullum.
That's
and
right.
I have a very interesting question.
What? Oh, come
Boy,
on.
if I had been in your situation,
Yes.
I would have gone nuts.
Really? Why?
John was on the red carpet at the Tribecca Festival quite recently.
Yes.
Only
Only what?
Well,
it was...
nobody knew who he was.
No, thank goodness I went with my manager. At least I had somebody to talk to.
That was
Chip
weird.
Berger and
Golly, I mean, John Cullum on the red carpet.
Oh, it was a big deal. And, the only people who recognized me were the guys who were taking pictures because they've seen me in other situations. But nobody was paying any attention to me at all. And there were a lot of really good-looking, beautiful men and women.
I don't want to hear about good-looking women. I only want to hear about...
Good-looking men?
No. I want to hear about people...
Oh, I remember one girl that I had my eye on. She must have been 6'4", and she was as thin as a rail, very pretty, but and
well, I don't want to hear
hot
about her.
pants, black hot pants, and everybody was in form, and she was formal in hot pants. I mean, it was.
Now wait a minute. Get down to the nitty gritty.
Well, the nitty gritty.
Why were you on the red carpet, and what were you going to be there for?
I was in a movie called Adult World.
A sexy movie?
Yeah, well, me and Chloris Leachman were married, and we had run a little shop, a very high-scale, a bookstore with a lot of fine kind of
Adult
books.
World books.
Well, no, but what happened was that, when things started going downhill for books, we had to try to save ourselves, so we became an Adult World book, and we sold pornographic films and all kinds of paraphernalia, and it was very interesting. And there was a young girl who came and worked at our place, and she had an affair with a guy.
I don't want to care about the film. How did you feel being on the red carpet without anybody knowing who you were? Did that bother you?
Well, I thought it didn't bother me too much, except that I thought, I don't know why the hell I'm here. And Chloris had enough sense not to show up. But I wanted to. I was down at the Tribecca, and they made, said, "Oh, please come. Oh, it'd be great." When I got there, it was not too much of anything.
Did you pull up in a limousine?
No, I went down on the subway, and it was raining, and
Hey, guys, if you want to be a famous actor, listen to what John Cullum is reporting here.
Okay, now I'll tell you what I did.
Yes.
This is the way I reacted to it.
Okay.
I went back in the back, and they had this wonderful array of stuff to eat. I mean, it was laid out very well done and very classy, wonderful sandwiches. And I picked the one that I thought was the richest, most. I thought at least I'll have a good hearty sandwich.
Because John loves sandwiches layered with all kinds of things, bacon and ham and cheese.
Yeah, and this one was stuffed. It just stood up. It looked like that. You could hardly get your mouth around it. And I took a big bite of it, and it was nothing but vegetables.
Oh, vegetarian.
That's right.
And that is not John Cullum. Oh no.
So I went over to the dessert table, and then I looked, and they had wonderful ice cream. And so I was going to stuff myself with ice cream, but thank goodness we didn't have time I only had one. It was delicious, and I enjoyed it now. And they called us in to go to the movie, and we were way back in the back, me and my manager. But I thought, this is exciting. And so I watched the movie, and I kept waiting for some of the good scenes that Chloris Leachman and I had done that were really funny. We did a lot of improvisations. And there was just one bleep of me and her, and that was it. I mean,
So-
the rest of it was on the floor.
So, this is the experience of a lifetime.
That's right. And I tell you, it was really good for me. There are certain times in your career when you have to get your head kind of
Screwed around.
No, if
around.
it gets too big, then you have to do something to kind of tighten it up.
Well, thank you, John Cullum. Now we know what it feels like to be on the red carpet with the vegetarian sandwich.
Yeah, just watching Adult World where I felt like a little baby.
Thank you, John Cullum.
Thank you, Emily, and thank you for watching if you did, and we'll see you next week if you're going to be there. This is AI.R. See you next week.